Who am I? K the Mouth Micheals. Do I know sports? Yes, I do. Do I know everything about the news? Yes, I do. Will I capture your audience and keep you posted on what's going on in the world? You know I will, because I am the mouth of the South, K Micheals, and we'll be right back with the weigh-in on Face to Face. Welcome back to the weigh-in. Yep, you know who I am, the mouth of the South, K Micheals herself, in full effect, face to face with you, my boo. Yes. And it's about to go in on the weigh-in. You know what that means. It's time to go toe-to-toe in the sports world. It's been going down, too. I don't know if y'all been watching like I've been watching, but I've been keeping notes. Have you? Well, speaking of going down, it's definitely going down in the football world. Just because it's the off season doesn't mean a thing. There's still a battle going on. You know what the battle is about now? Money, 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 money. Yes, they're battling over who's going to be the highest paid quarterback in the league. And who is running in the first and second position? Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers. That's right, Aaron Rodgers is trying to take that title. Right now, Joe Flacco is the #1 highest paid quarterback they're considering to be paid in the league. And Aaron Rodgers feels like it should be him. So there are negotiations about getting that done to see who's going to be the highest paid quarterback. Now, among those two, should there be a third and a fourth? You know, maybe Romo or Kaepernick. Because unfortunately, nobody has paid attention to the fact that the 49ers has made it to the championship game in the last 2 years. And also, Baltimore has definitely made it to the championship game in the last 2 years. The championship NFC and also the Super Bowl. Now, who will be the reigning quarterback? I don't know, but my thoughts will go with Aaron Rodgers because I like that green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow. I know, right? Do you think that the game of football has become soft? Doesn't even make you want to watch football anymore because there's so many rules. If you were a player in football, what would you be thinking about? Would you be thinking about the $100,000 fine that you're going to get just in case you make an accidental hit? Or would you be thinking about winning the championship? I don't know, but I think the pressure is on the wrong end. And like a couple of the players said, they need a voice to state their opinion about what's going on. Who knows? You might see the mouth being that voice, and you know I'm going to keep it 100 all the time. Speaking of that, let's move on. You know the Final Four is going down, and Georgia is going to be one of the states to actually have that happen. Speaking of basketball, where there's a championship, there's Phil Jackson. Am I right or am I right? No team has won consecutive championships except for back in the day when the Lakers had, you know, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But Phil Jackson, when he was with the Bulls, they had consecutive championships. Phil Jackson, when he was with the Lakers, they had consecutive championships. What's wrong with the Lakers? I'll tell you what's first wrong with them. Your 3 key players you let go. Ariza. He was the player that won the championship for you. He made the steal at the end of the game, if you can recall, 2 to 3 years ago. The other person, Odom. Now, although Odom was the 6th man, he was dominant on your team. He had the defense that Andrew Bynum lacked when it was time to play on the field. Now you got Dwight Howard, you got Paul Gasol. The problem is that Paul Gasol is getting old, honey, and Paul Gasol is not as hard. He's not even as hard as his brother. Second of all, Dwight Howard is a defensive player. Yes, he is. But the problem with Dwight Howard is, if you notice in every game, he put the ball on the floor, turn the ball over every time. Step outside the line on out of bounds, or just turn the ball over. He has to have more ball control in order to become the #1 defensive player in the league. Now, the problem also with the Lakers is the fact that they are not a pick and roll team. You brought Steve Nash in for the pick and roll, but the problem is Steve Nash is still a dominant player. But he is not set for the Lakers. He's doing all right, but Kobe can't do it by himself, and Kobe is definitely getting old. Now, I know you saw when Kobe went up against the Thunder and Westbrook shook him up. That lets you know that Kobe era is over. Now, who I picked to come out the West? I say the Thunder and the Clippers. Yep, I said it. You heard me say it first, and I ain't scared to say it again. You know what I mean? But my question is this. Can the Thunder sustain without Harden enough to go up against the Heat? Speaking of the Heat, let's move to the East. Now, with Miami, will Miami be the most dominant team that come out the East as though everybody predict? Now, you have LeBron James, you have Dwayne Wade, you have Chris Bosh, you have Battier, you have Chalmers, You have a healthy Ray Allen. But will the team sustain the chemistry needed to bring home another championship? Speaking of Allen, has the Celtics realized that having a healthy Ray Allen or a semi-healthy Ray Allen better than a Jason Terry in 4 positions any day? Yes, I think it is. Because you know what happens? Ray Allen plays great with Kevin Garnett, followed by Rondo. Now what happens is you have Rondo, you have Paul Pierce, and you have Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett is still a big man, but he's also getting old. The thing with Paul Pierce is a great player, but he's just not consistent. You never know what Paul Pierce you're getting in the game. The only dominant player on the team right now is Rondo. And what's the problem? He's hurt. I mean, what are you going to do? Is Boston going to be a threat to Miami? Or will it be my picks, Miami and the Knicks coming out the East? I say Miami and the Knicks out the East and the Thunder and the Clippers out the West. Now, if you don't like what I pick, face off with me. Go face to face with me. Hit me up on my Facebook. You know how to get me on my Twitter. My website, www.kmicheals, big lips, .com. Or just tweet with me. I'll respond as soon as possible. Now, if you don't like what I said and you want to go with me, let's roll with it. And until then, the next time you want to say something and you don't want to face the truth, you can definitely face me face to face. Think it's a game. And we'll be right back with the mouth on Face to Face. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Face to Face. Now, I know you guys are going to miss me when I leave, but you got to stay tuned for the next episode because you never know what I might be talking about. Well, this part of the show is my favorite. Where they do that at? You know what I mean. When you see something that ain't right and you just got to let it be known. Well, you know I love fashion and I keep my appearance together because I care about how I look. And apparently some people don't. So, let's get into the first issue. Okay, ladies. Now, if you know me like you know me, you know I am a weave queen. I am addicted to weed. Yes, I'm the first to admit it. They say the first sign to recovery is admitting you got a problem. Well, I got a problem with weed. The problem that I have, ladies, listen, man, let me help you out a little bit. All right, if your texture of your hair is natural, you can't wear straight weave, boo-boo. You can't have your hair straight in the back and it's nappy in the front. You know, they got an edge brush for that. You might want to go get it. It's on QVC, it's in Walgreens. You know, the section where they got all the QVC products that you can buy in Walgreens. Get it together. And this shiny wig with these lace front. Listen, the purpose of lace front wigs is for it to look like your real hair. I don't need to see the tape, boo. The tape hanging out with the weave and the wig halfway off your head, but it's shiny because it looks like you used the whole bottle of oil sheen on your hair. It's synthetic hair, boo-boo. If you're going to get a lace front wig, get the lace front wig that looks right with you. And stop being dark-skinned and you got orange weave in your hair. You too dark for that, boo-boo. Where they do that at? No, you can't do that. You know what you look like? You like a burnt pumpkin. That's exactly what you look like. I'm just saying. Look, face to face is facing the truth. And if you don't want to face the truth, then you can't face me face to face. And I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. So on this weave tip, we're going to get this together, young ladies. And for the ladies that wear the weave extensions and the clips in the head, I'm going to need for you to get the same color as your hair, boo. You can't have black hair with blonde extensions. They don't go together. I'm going to need for you to get it together, okay? Because they don't do that around here. I'm just going to try to help you out as much as I can. And if you see something that I'm wearing and you don't like it, let me know. Now, I might chop your head off about it a little bit if you don't come at me the right way, but we're going to keep it 100. Now, the next issue I have, okay. Woo, Lord Jesus. Let's talk about these Adidas outfits. Okay, men, I know you want to look fly when you go to the club to get them numbers and buy that one drink for $7 and you think like we go together. But here's the problem with that. Everything you wear, boo, cannot be Adidas. I'm going to need you to stop going to the beauty supply store, getting them plain hats and taking them to the flea market and getting the Adidas sign implemented on the hat like you went and bought it from the store. I can tell the difference, boo, because the Adidas hats don't got the 2 holes in the front. It's the whole hat. Get it together. Yes, us women, we know what's going on. And we also know that you're going to get the white t-shirts and getting the Adidas sign implemented on the t-shirt. The iron-on sign. I don't need for you to quit playing with yourself. Quit playing with me and stop doing that because they don't do that around here. Okay? Moving on. Now, oh goodness, ladies in this booty do. Here's the thing. I understand everybody is not able to be shaped the same way. But if your stomach stick out more than your booty do, that means you got a booty do, boo. When you wear the tights, wear a shirt. I don't want to see your stomach hang out the bottom of your shirt and you like you got a diaper or something in the back of your pants. Pick the right underwear and pull the shirt down over your butt, boo, because your stomach stick out more than your booty do. I'm just saying. We're going to be real and we're going to keep it 100. Now, my biggest pet peeve is this sagging thing. First and foremost, the only people that should be sagging is people that ain't got no booty. You know, you put the tights on and there's a little sag back there in the back. You got on the skinny jeans, but they still sagging because they ain't really skinny jeans to you. I'm just saying, you know, everybody ain't blessed to have a badonkadonk or a little bitty bump in the back. But here's my thing. If you know like I know, like my granny told me, hop on. Sagging was for when you went to jail and you pull your pants down, and the sagging was meant for to let them know it was an invitation to come on in. Now, if you try to get an invitation to come on in, then you keep on sagging. Otherwise, you might want to pull your pants up. Oh, and FYI, if you don't know how to wipe, you wipe from the front to the back. You can't sag and your drawers is dirty. I'm going to need you to get it together, boo-boo. Wipe twice and rinse. That's just my advice to you on the fashion tips. But we'll keep it posted. And if you want to send me some pictures to let me know what's going on in the fashion world, you're more than welcome to. But I'm going to always keep it 100 on face to face. So until the next time you watch the show, which will be with the next episode, because I look forward to you coming back, and you don't want to face the truth, then you can face me on Face to Face with the mouth, K. Micheals. Think it's a game. See ya. Who am I? K. the Mouth Micheals. Do I know sports? Yes, I do. Do I know everything about the news? Yes, I do. Will I capture your audience and keep you posted on what's going on in the world? You know I will, because I am the mouth of the South. K. Micheals.